Well, for the last 2 seasons, Road America has been the season opener, but this time it's the second chapter. But now, as we return to America's National Park of Speed, it's race 2, and a Hunger player at the moment has his head stuck, I'm pretty sure. But he should be fine, I guess. And we are about to start this race. So just like last time, we have 16 drivers attending, with Soda Soaker starting P16 while qualifying on pole position. And 18 laps, just like Jakarta, we have 18 laps ahead of us and 2 pit stops as well. Captain Noah's first race in MBC, and he starts on pole position. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The race starts, and Captain Noah has a decent start. Outro is slow following him. As to turn 1 we go. They're all keeping it clean, unlike season 2, but there should be some carnage at the back. Not as much as I expected, honestly, but everything is clean. Let's teleport to Outro, who is currently running in P2. Now, last time he started P3 and ended up like P9 after the first lap. This time, his start is it's quite clean as he gets onto the grass, and Fantasy gains a place on Outro. Now he's heavily under pressure by Franks and J Modi, as well as Esperance and Black Ninja, as all the drivers now go through the water pillars. And Captain Noah has a comfortable lead, and Soda Soaker is up to P7 despite starting P16. Outro is under heavy pressure from Franks as to the wall tap. The corner with the wall tap we go. And not as much carnage as I thought, but Outro once again having it not the best start as he wanted to, as now most of the drivers probably knows the wall tap. It's Captain Noah on the lead as we end lap 1. So let's take a look at the order. It's Captain Noah leading Fantasy, then Outro, then Franks. Coming up next should be Soda Soaker, who's up in P5, Esperance, Black Ninja, Stinky Socks, then JP, Cookie Monster. Coming up next is Hunger Player, and enter name Hamish, and Nanoob, who's running in P13, as now Esperance dives down the inside, but Black Ninja keeps the place. Esper, in his first race in Season 3, running in P7. What's happening there? Is he stuck? Yeah, he's stuck in the water pillar. He might have been lagged out. As Hunger Player is stuck as well. That might have been a glitch. I'm going to teleport him to me. That is super unfortunate for Esperance. Going from 7th all the way down to P14, as now J Modi passes him. And that is really, really sad news for just Esperance as he gets bumped. Well, let's see what Outro can bring to us as he hits the smooth stone. And now Franks might overtake him. They're pretty much side by side, as now both take the wall tap. Oh my god, this is close racing, but Franks nearly had sniff on P3 as Outro made a mistake. Got into the smooth stone, and they both get a pit. Yes, they will. Franks will lose out because of the new pit stop system, as now that is why you do not double stack. As look at Franks having to wait there until Outro finishes pit, but Outro stays ahead of Meatbag Franks. J Modi is chasing now Hamish, and on the main straight, Hamish runs wide on turn 1, and J Modi takes the place and takes P7 from engineer Hamish, as now we see this is Soda Soaker now following Meatbag Franks. Now both have done their first pit stop, but the Soda Soaker with the fastest lap is now running in P6. JP, one of 3 drivers who has not made his first pit stop, is starting to struggle as Fantasy just overtook him. And Outro is looking to regain his P3 as JP gets blocked, and Outro overtakes him, and the Meatbag Franks might be looking to overtake him as well, but Outro regains P3, and let's see what's going to happen into the water pillars. We go. Meatbag Franks trying to get this JP out of the way so he can hunt Outro down. Franks is now closer than ever to JP, as now to turn 10 we go. Frank's taking the inside line and just squeezing ahead of JP. They're pretty much side by side. Now who's going to take the blue ice line? Franks takes the place from JP. Wow, that was a decent move. Now to the turn with the wall tap, they both take it as Soda Soaker makes a mistake, gets onto the grass. That is a rare mistake from Soda Soaker. Backmarkers troubling Fantasy, and Ultra is looking to regain his P2 as Nissan Pulsar is just blocking off Fantasy as he's trying to try his best to overtake him, but Ultra is close behind for P2. While Meatback Franks is also close behind, as Soda Soaker is just 3 seconds behind him, so anything is possible at this point. As let's see what will happen into the water pillars, but Fantasy might be a little bit annoyed by this back marker over here. While Fantasy has cleared this back marker, what's going to happen into turn 12 as Nissan doesn't take the wall tap, but the Ultra doesn't as well. Meatbag tries to take advantage of it. They go pretty much side by side at one point, and Nissan goes onto the grass, but oh no, Meatbag Franks get bombed by Ultra, and Soda Soaker takes the place of him. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if he's coming into the pits, and yes, he is. That is unfortunate for Franks. Soda Soaker is now following Hunger Player as he might try to make a move into turn 5. Hunger Player runs a little bit wide, and Soda Soaker into the inside line takes the place. JP is in a little bit of trouble from Meatbag Franks. He's following Stinky Socks as let's see. JP gets bumped into the grass. Meatbag Franks again has an opportunity to overtake someone into turn 12. He does not take the wall tap, but he fails to overtake him, and that proves that the wall tap is indeed faster than the normal racing line. Stinky Socks into turn 1, tries to overtake Potato Dish, he runs wide, that gives Meatbag Franks a chance, and he has taken advantage of Stinky Socks, and he gains a place, and Potato Dish runs wide, and Stinky Socks has been overtaken by Meatbag Franks, and Franks is up into P5. Now anything can still happen as Stinky Socks is still within a second behind Franks. Meatbag Franks or Stinky Socks. So Franks goes into the grass. Franks goes into the grass, makes a mistake. Stinky Socks at the end of the lap retakes the place from Meatbag Franks. And as you saw, Franks overtook him into turn 1. Now Stinky Socks overtakes him back at turn 12. Franks goes into turn 1 and Stinky Socks has ran wide for the second lap in a row. Meatbag Franks has barely overtaken Stinky as they are very close to each other. So for the second lap in a row, Stinky Socks has ran wide in turn 1 and gave Meatbag Franks P5. To turn 5, then the water pillar. Now Stinky Socks, oh my god, they're literally side by side. Stinky Socks looking to regain that P5 despite he's one pit stop behind. This is close racing as he might dive down the inside. He tries to overtake him. Meatbag Franks is under all sorts of pressure from Stinky Socks, who is trying his best to regain his P5. Now into turn 12, who's going to take the wall tap? Last time out, Meatbag Franks lost the position to Stinky Socks. That's what's going to happen this time. He keeps his place and gets things right. That was a great battle. Making his second pit stop, so he should come out behind Noah and ahead of Soda. Now I think that's going to happen. And you see Captain Noah going past. And he is ahead of Soda Soaker. Now Captain Noah has a comfortable lead. Can he hold on to it? We have 2 more laps into this race. That's Hamish going by. And Altro is 9 seconds behind Soda, which is not the best race for Altro. Noah has just crossed the line to win in Road America. Fantasy, another superb drive in P2, but Soda Soaker finishes P3, and for the second race in a row, the man starting P16 finishes P3. Altro with a disappointment finishing P4, and Franks finishing P5. Esperance nearly had a chance on J Modi, but I don't think that's possible now, as Jay Motley finishes P6, Esperance in P7, and JP finishing P8. Captain Noah taking his first win in MBC, followed by Fantasy and Soda Circle rounds out the top 3. Black Ninja has failed to finish. But for Altro, he keeps his lead in the Drivers' Championship, but Fantasy is tied in point. I will see you in Bathurst.